Honeys, what's up? What is up? Wow. Boom, ba boom, bawas. Bawas. What up? What up? For the past few days, it was really hot here. And I was like fainting. Because it was like really hot here. And I was trying to stay hydrated, but my tummy was hurting because I think the heat affects me digestively. Uh, so I was asleep the whole time. And then yesterday I was asleep the whole time. And I only woke up today. I think the heat is affecting me, but I can't hear very well. So the heat is affecting me. I can't see very well, I can't see very well, Nah. I can't see very well, So nah. So I think the heat affects my digestive system, and my tummy was hurting. But I feel okay. Like, I wash my hair, so I kind of feel okay. I kind of feel okay. But I wash my hair, so we have to let it dry. We gotta let it dry. It's like super wet inside too, so. It's like super wet inside too. So I gotta let it dry. Thank you, Sergio. Thank you. Yeah, I washed it today. Finally, and I like had like a really long shower, and I washed my hair, and like I feel better. But I like, did you have a nice holiday? I was asleep. It was really hot, so I was like fainting. Did you have a nice holiday? I was like fainting. You're not the only one who can send emojis. I'm gonna do emoji too. If I could like split my eyes, I would do. I'm African. Don't you ever think you can bully me on the internet? Ever. I'm just playing. Thanks for the hearts. That's sweet. I appreciate it. That's so cute. You're really pretty. Thank you. Oh, thanks. I would say the word, but I don't think I can pronounce it. I would mess it up. Arizona, USA. I know Arizona. Like, I know that. At least I know one thing. How is it there? Is it hot at this part of year? Because here it's like sweating through my underwears. Boy, I'm sweating through my underwears, boy. Yo, dude, coming to me talking sexually. Why are you talking to me sexually? It's really hot. Yeah, it is. I appreciate it. It is really hot. It is. Here too. It's like I have the fan on and stuff. And I was like, I was like unable to do anything because of the heat. But I woke up today. I woke up today and I washed my hair. So I'm proud of myself for that. I'm real proud of myself for that. It's just that I have like, this morning I have like emotional issues. Like I had extreme annoyance for some reason. I had like deep annoyance and like pessimism. Like I can't, like Strugg life, okay, Strugg life. So everybody is excessively negative and hateful and disgusting inside, right? So I feel like almost every day I have to like cut through that so I can be me. Cause I'm not a sad chick. I'm not a sad chick. I'm not a miserable chick. I'm not a pessimist. Um, I'm not excessively negative or hateful. So I have to cut through all of that every day to be who I am inside. Like every day. Open. You open for us. You open for us. You open for us. Show us what you're working with. Show us. Treating me like a piece of piece of meat. I was watching Hannibal Lecter. And I really like it. Hi, Junior. What up? I'm sweating through my underwears, boy. Oh. How are you? Anyway, yeah, dealing with emotional I'm feeling hot, so like but I read something and I want to read it to you, and it might help you deal with your emotions, right? Because I feel like the emotions are so heavy, and like emotions are so heavy, and like it blankets you and it kind of drives you, and I don't want that. I don't want to be driven by emotions. Like almost my whole life I was driven by anger. Like anger was my driving force, and I don't want that anymore. It doesn't work anymore. Where are you from? KZN, boy. Where are you? This is the first time I have a South African on my stream. I'm KZN. What's up with it? I'm so excited. Hey, what up? Zuzu, what up? Hi. Forster. You from SA too? JHB. KZN. I love it. This is the first time I have South Africans here. Muscle Bay. I knew. Shout out. Muscle Bay. Shout out to Joburg. After KZN. So hometowns. You got some really nice. Show us yours. I'm kidding. Don't show. We don't want to see. That. Please don't show. This is a kid-friendly page somehow. Likes and stuff. Thank you. I appreciate it. Junior. What's up? How are you feeling life? Anyway, so I was talking about emotions, right? And like Emotions are this heavy thing that you can't seem to get up off you. And with me, it's like my whole life I was driven by anger. And it doesn't work anymore. Like, it doesn't work anymore. And like emotions, I don't like feeling emotions. I don't like emotions. I don't like feeling emotions. I like being the master of emotions. I like mastering my emotions. So when I feel that negativity, it throws me off everything. Right? Right? In Pretoria. Oh, you was in PTA. How is PTA? How is PTA? I've never been anywhere. I just stay in the house 24/7 because I don't be around people. I practice anti-socialism. Yeah. So I read this thing from Derek Prince, and it spoke directly to my situation of deep annoyance and pessimism that was not mine, that I was feeling. I hate feeling things, but I felt like I want, like whenever I feel stuff, I want to get it off of me as quick as possible because I don't like that emotion thing. I like strategy, I like structure, I like freedom of mind, freedom of emotions. So I read this thing, and it says from Derek Prince, and he says emotions are important, but they're not primary. Man is an emotional animal, and if we try to stifle and bottle up our emotions and give them no expression, we're just living a stunted life. And it's unnatural, and the result will always be some kind of inward wound sooner or later. Because what we stifle goes on working inside us, but it works in a negative way. And that's totally true. That's totally true. On the other hand, man is not intended to be ruled by his emotions. See, we are the masters of our emotion. We. The decisive factor in man that decides his destiny is the will. The will. And your will and your emotions are not identical. This is why I like structure, and I like some kind of structure, and I like freedom to think without being excessively emotional, and freedom to feel emotions, feel the emotion but not take it in and not let it drive me. Do you understand what? Whoa. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Do you? So that's what, like, and like, I don't want to be like, the reason why I'm so anti-emotions is because I don't want it to F me. I don't want it to F me. Like, I wanna feel, I wanna recognize the emotion. I wanna recognize and know what it is, like identify. I wanna identify it, but I don't wanna feel it or have it be a part of me at all. Do you? I like space. I like space. Oh, my face. Yeah. Wow. Wow. I was watching Little Richard's interviews and funny moments. Uh, what up, Shailene? What up, Shailene? I was watching Little Richard's funny interviews. Guy was really funny. He's like really funny, and like his musical ability, it just wows me. He's one of those people, like, you know, wow. I watched a movie about him like a few years ago, maybe like last year. I watched a movie about him, and his life is like real rock star shit. Real rock star shit. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the likes. Thanks, Zuzu. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So the deep annoyance that I feel, like, I hate emotions, so I try to root it out as quick as possible, because I don't like feeling things, and I don't want to be driven by feelings and emotions. I hate it. I hate it. I know you're not supposed to hate it, but like, I hate it. That was a that was a big one. Thanks for the hearts. I appreciate it. Thanks for the hearts. Yeah. So I'm from the Strugg life. No one here can handle their emotions at all. People are driven by their emotions. They fully give into their emotions, which is why we have such high violence. Nobody teaches you how to handle your emotions. I think the emotions that people feel in the Strugg life is 10 times the normal amount of emotions, especially when it comes to anger somehow. Thanks for the hearts. Thanks for the hearts. That's so... I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Sweating through my under. It's hot, boy. It's hot, boy. Hey, boy. Hey, boy. It's hot, boy. It's hot, boy. I missed y'all, bunnies. I really missed y'all. I really missed y'all. It's just that it was too hot and I was fainting. And I think like the heat throws me off, obviously. But like my body is recompositioning, because you know I'm like on carnivore. I'm on the carnivore diet. So and I love it. Like, I didn't know that digestion could be pain free. I didn't know that digestion could be pain free. It doesn't hurt to digest anything. Well, I only eat chicken and beef, and I eat chocolate, and I eat sweets sometimes, and I drink Coca-Cola, but it doesn't hurt to digest at all. Who knew? Who knew digestion could be pain free? I was suffering my whole life. My whole life, I could not digest things. But digestion is so pain-free. I'm like, and my brain has PTSD, okay? So whenever I eat something, like, my brain has this anticipation of pain in the intestine. And then I have to like remind myself consciously that it's not gonna hurt. I can digest and it will not hurt. I have to like remind myself, and then it doesn't hurt. It's 32 at Muscle Bay. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Thanks for the hearts. I appreciate it. Thanks for the hearts. Here, like, I don't know if you have humidity, but here we have humidity too. You can't stay awake in this kind of weather, and you have to like be on ice. You have to be on ice, literally, to survive this thing. Literally, to survive this thing, you have to be on ice. But surprisingly enough, people are still doing crime. People are still doing the... How do they have the energy? I don't have energy to wake up when it's this like this. I don't even have the energy to wake up or think. So how are they having energy to do crimes? How? Yeah, I'm like on the fan 24/7. And like I usually like I wet a t-shirt and I put the t-shirt in the freezer and then I let it freeze and then I take the t-shirt out and I place it on me and then it cools me down. Or you can do it with a towel or with a face cloth or something. Oh, you would like to go swim in this weather? Oh, thanks for the hearts. Thanks for the hearts. That's how I do it. I think that's how you do it. Thanks for the hearts. You'd like to go swim. You can't swim in this weather. I get sunburned easily. Like I get like literal 3rd-degree burns when I go out in direct sunlight. So I don't know how you're managing with like in a swimsuit in the direct sunlight. Oh boy, oh boy, boy, oh boy. Ouch. Ouch. Remember, I don't know if you remember, we were talking about why oh thanks for the hearts, thanks for the hearts. Yeah, we were talking about why are people promoting this place as if it's a go-to destination, unless you live in a gated community. You can find safety. You can find safety, but a lot of people are not telling the truth that you have to stay in your gated community to experience safety. You can't be with us, the masses. You can't be with us, the masses, because you find yourself in all sorts of trouble. And I was wondering why nobody is talking about it, but there's only one comment I found on a video about... Thanks for the hearts, thanks for the hearts. There's only one comment I found on a video about this topic, and the one comment is from somebody who actually traveled here, right? And I'm not sure where he's from, but he left this comment. He says, I just came back from 2 African countries last month. He says, people always say scammers are everywhere, but it's a matter of degree. He says, the degree of scamming, low vibrational energy in Africa is off the charts. And I say this as someone who is quite well traveled. He says, it's like the difference between heavy rain and a hurricane. It rains almost everywhere, but some locations really get the brunt of nature's force. In Africa, there's a poverty hurricane. in many parts of Africa, you won't experience to the same degree elsewhere. And that's true. That's what I've been trying to tell you. It's so bad sometimes, it warps people's personalities. I can totally agree. Poverty fucks people up mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and in every other kind of way. Poverty fucks a person, their entire being, right? And he says it warps people's personalities. Listen, when you come from so much of lack, the only thing you think about is your own survival. And if you have a family and stuff, the only thing you think about is getting the next monies. And with poverty, okay, but we also have high unemployment. So there's no way of getting yourself out of poverty through employment. And usually employment was the first line of defense against poverty, where if you're poor, you could get a job at a call center. You could get a job somewhere. And then work your way up and then train on that job. Reskill yourself, whatever it is, to become a high demand and high skills person, right? Now you can't do that because the unemployment rate is so high. The unemployment rate is so high. So you can't really do that. So, like, how can I put this? Poverty and a defeatist attitude and mindset is ingrained in people. It's totally ingrained in people. Kan jy Afrikaans praat? A bikkie. Yeah, so he says, and I'm so glad that somebody else is saying this, because I can't be the only one seeing through the bullshit and trying to figure out what the heck is going on and why are people lying that it's so good and people are so kind and stuff. Maybe on the surface they're kind, but you need to be able to see people's intent. I want you to hear what they're not saying when they say things to you. All right? I want you to hear what they're not saying. I want you to be able to read people's intent and intention. So he says, a bikkie. It's okay. It's so bad sometimes that it warps people's personalities, and that's so true. And that's why a lot of people have extreme anger because you poor. like that's what drove me. Like, that's the emotion that drove me to deal with life. Like, how else? What other emotions you have? And I think, and that's what I'm trying to explore with y'all. Positive emotions, because I don't know what that feels like or what that would be like. So that's why I'm here with y'all. And I don't want fake toxic positivity bullshit. I want real emotions. Like when I feel positive emotions, I don't want to feel negative emotions underlying that. I want straight positive emotions. You understand me? Do you understand me? So I'm glad I'm not the only one seeing things and saying it for what it is. He goes on. He left a really long comment, and it's the only truthful comment on the page. Because people romanticize Africa. Why do you romanticize Africa? It's like, why are you romanticizing Africa? Like, unless you're okay with seeing thousands of millions of people in poverty, suffering, without proper housing, without proper infrastructure, with no way out of their poverty, and excessively high unemployment rate, where you see youth like me completely dejected, rejected, and have no way of unemployment. Our youth unemployment is extremely high. So unless you want that, you want to see all that, you can come here. You can come here. It's not a paradise. How long is the live stream? Yeah. I don't know. I just be on here, man. I just be on here, man. I just be on here. I just be talking. I just be beating my chest. Living life. I just be on here beating my chest, living life, chilling, cooling, kicking it with y'all. Tutti frutti. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My hair like makes me feel hot. It's like really wet inside still. So I'm gonna let it air dry because it's too hot for anything else. Y'all eating trifle? Huh? Y'all eating trifle? I can't eat trifle no more. Cause I'm on carnivore. And I can't eat dairy at a high level. Anyway, he goes on to say, and I'm glad somebody well-traveled is talking about it. It says, it's so bad it warps people's personalities. I loved my trip to East Africa. So he didn't come to the South. He went to the East. But that is something that stuck out to me vividly. I almost saw someone get deleted over $1. It's crazy. People here will off you for nothing. It's like for free. They won't even rob you. They'll just off you because they're just angry at life. So oh, you didn't know? I just be chilling, cooling, kicking in with y'all. Y'all help me deal with my emotions in the Strugg life. You help me deal with life in the Strugg life and keep me sane. Keep me sane. Keep me on the side of sanity. Keep me on the side of sanity. Keep me on the side of sanity. Yeah. That applies me. Damn it. Shop, Zuzu. Shop, Zuzu. I appreciate you being here. That's what's up. It's like, okay. So he says, I almost saw someone get deleted over $1. It's crazy. He says all age brackets and both genders scam non-stop. So I don't lie. So if you thought I was lying about stuff, there's proof. He says all age brackets and both genders scam non-stop. You can never drop your guard, which is why I'm extremely antisocial. Even among friends. True. Just yesterday, I had a friend ask me, a friend from an African country, asked me for $200. Other people literally come around you, build a decent rapport with you, act like friends basically, just to hit you with the okie doke down the line for $500, $200. So it's basically saying they pretend to be your friend and then they ask you for money. But really the intent was only to ask you for money, right? You know there's going to be a sub-story with it. That's true. They're going to say things like, oh, where is that? they're gonna say things like their grandma's sick or their little brother's sick, they don't have school fees, all of that. And it's true, they don't have it, and they need money for it, right? But they need money for it, right? But um it's you can't build a friendship like that, right? So he says it really soured my perception of Africa. Been wanting to go since I was 17. Now at 33, I've chilled on the idea. Beautiful sights, amazing vibe and feel, he says. You'll meet interesting people, but it gets tiring dealing with the mindsets there. He says 90% of the folks you meet are trying to come up off you. See? So I'm not lying. 90% of the folks trying to come up off you. And that's so true. That is so true. So at least one person on the internet tells the truth in the comment section of a video. Do something hot and stop talking. It's annoying. Listen, I don't know why you think you can bully me on the internet. I just told you I'm African. I told you I'm African. Like, you try to bully me on the internet. I'm from apartheid. So now because you said it's annoying, I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna further antagonize you. I'm gonna further antagonize you. Because now that I know you don't like it, I'm gonna use it as a point and press. You can't more sing. Thank you. I appreciate it. This is me being silly. I don't really sing, y'all. I don't really sing. Dwight, what's up, Dwight? Hey, it's nice to see you here. I'm okay. I'm sweating through my underwears, but I'm surviving. I feel okay today. I was feeling like shit, what? Yo, I was asleep the whole time because it was like hot and humid and stuff. Yeah. So I was feeling like really hot, but I feel alright now. Feel alright. Merry Christmas wishes. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you too. Have a good rest and drink lots of water, and like rest your mind also. I know a lot of people say rest your body, but rest your mind also. Rest your emotions. You know, I miss you so much. I miss you too. Listen, it's nice to enjoy yourself on the holiday period, but try not to put too much pressure on your digestive system. Try not to put so much pressure on your digestion and digestive system, because you're gonna have to deal with the consequences. What are you cooking for Christmas? The same thing I eat every day. Chicken. Chicken. What did you eat? I eat the same thing every day. Chicken or beef. Okay. There's a song that came to mind when I read the guy's comment, and it's called Struggle No More by Anthony Hamilton. And I think Jaheim was on a remix. Let me find that. I think Jaheim was on a remix. Struggle No More. Like Anthony Hamilton. Oh, Anthony Hamilton and Jaheim. Oxtail and rice and beans jerk chicken. What? Wow. I don't need oxtail because there's no meat. There's too little meat on an oxtail. It's like so little meat. It's like It tastes nice, but it's too less of meat. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Rice and beans. I don't know. Beans and rice. Jerk chicken. I haven't tried jerk chicken before. I want to though. I want to though. That's cool. I wish you were here. Oh, me too. Me too. I does wish I was eating jerk chicken. Maybe oxtail gravy. Oxtail have no meat, and I'm not gonna fight with. It's like eating turkey neck and chicken neck. There's no meat in it. You eat it for fun because, like, you eat it after you eat the real meat. You eat it for fun, just like taking out the small pieces of meat. You don't eat it because, like, you don't eat it when you're hungry. Basically, you just eat it after you like. You eat it after you eat the meal, cause you're just playing. When you eat turkey neck and chicken neck, you're just playing. You're playing. You're just playing because there's no meat there. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah. So, Anthony Hamilton, Struggle No More. It's a really nice song. And it says, I don't want to stress over stress no more. I don't want to stress over stress no more. Can I ask a question? I couldn't even say ask a question properly. Can I ask a question? Is stress an emotion? Because I didn't realize the lyrics say, I don't want to struggle no more. So lift me up over the hurt and pain. Deliver me from the rain. See, I don't want to stress over stress no more. So is stress an emotion? What's the time here? It's 9:30 in the morning. 9:30 in the morning. I'm yawning. It's 9:30. What time is it there? It's actually the 26th of December. So Christmas was yesterday. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't want to stress over stress no more. I have a cramp. I don't want to stress over stress no more. I don't want to struggle no more. Keep my sanity so I can provide for myself and my family. Told you Jaheim was here, but it doesn't show that. Why doesn't it show that? Stress. It's stress and 2:29 a.m. Wow. Wow. It's early in the morning. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm turned up and I'm lonely. Turned up and I'm lonely. So lift me up over this hurt and pain. Deliver me from the rain. Cause I don't want to stress over stress no more. I don't want to struggle no more. I don't want to stress over stress no more. I don't want to struggle no more. My hair is almost dry. It's like 40 minutes and my hair is almost dry. It's just the ends here. Just the ends here. Oh. Ah. Ow. 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 Oh. 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 Yeah, it's almost dry. Almost dry. Almost. 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 Oh. breathe. What? There. There. Yo. Yeah, it's almost dry. It's too hot. I knew I didn't have to use a air dryer. I knew I didn't have to use an air dryer. I knew I didn't have to um uh work too hard for it to dry. It dried on its own in 40 minutes while I was sitting here talking to you. I feel hot. It makes me feel hot. It's like really hot, like under there. Do you listen to Dexter Dabs? Dexter Dabs. Woo woo woo. Woo 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 woo. You know Dex? You know Masika? Masika? Me too. Me too. Girls love Dexter Dabs. And I'm one of them. I'm one of them. Ah. Boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy. I do. I do. I do. I like Dex, I like Mystica. I like YK Castro. Yeah, YK Castro. Member Good. I like Member Good. I like Member Good. I'm a fan of music. So I really like music. So I know like everybody. I don't like everybody. Me and some people have Vex. You know the Swips. I watched it on Dexter Dabs page. Anyway, I was talking about Little Richard. I want to read more about him. Like I watched the movie because I like watching movies about like music stars and their creativity and like how they came up with certain things. That's why I like watching I Got Soul podcast. So on I Got Soul podcast, they don't ask the questions that people generally ask, like all those kiss ass questions. Hey, what up, what up, what up, what up? Volleyball on top, what up? Yeah, so they don't usually ask the questions that kiss ass people ask. They ask the questions that I would ask, like, how did that song come about? And then the artist, the person who wrote the song, the artist, like for example, Jay Holiday, I watched Jay Holiday's interview, and he was saying that the song, sitting in the back of my lap, smoking my dro, drinking my yak, he was saying that song came about because he was like fed up with his musical journey, and he didn't know where to go from there, and he was trying to decide what to do. So he went back home and he was sitting in the back of his lap, literally, and that's how he wrote that song. Like, I don't want people calling me. I don't want people calling me when they want something. I just want to be alone. And that's how the song came about. And I really like that. I really like that. How old are you? I'm old enough to do what grown folks do. Yeah, so I really like that. And you don't usually get podcasts who ask those questions, those deep, insightful questions, like, why did you think that was appropriate to say on the song? Or how did you write it like that? Or how did you manage to write it so poetically? You know, you don't really get that. But I guess that when people write, it comes from inside, and you don't really, like, obviously the technicality of it, and you need to edit the technicality of it, and the way you deliver it needs to be edited and worked on. But the actual core root of what you're trying to say comes out in the writing. And that's why we get those deeply emotional and impactful songs. Yeah, I could say more about it, but let's talk about it later. Let's talk about Little Richard now, okay? So, I watched the movie, and it was like, it was a really good movie, but it didn't get into in-depth about his artistry. It was just about, like, they mapped his life. It was a really good movie, but they, like, mapped his life, right? I'm too thick to put all this booty in the screen, okay? I'm just playing, okay? I'm just playing. I'm grateful to have a body that works. I'm grateful that God keeps me alive. I'm grateful to be a Strugg life miracle. And I'm grateful to still be here, because I was paralyzed and I couldn't see, and Jesus lifted me from the grave. There you go. There you go. Yeah. So the movie kind of mapped out his life and some highlights, but excuse me, but it didn't show, like, his creativity. It didn't show, like, his creative process, I guess, because he could play piano, and the way he played it was so far from classical. It was so innovative, and that's what I want to find out. What makes the artist innovative? Why did he, like how come he decided to say wow, you know, like those kind of things, and it's so, it fascinates me. It's like human creativity in music fascinates me. So I want to, let's see, okay, we're gonna read a few articles, because I deeply want to know. I deeply want to know, like, truly want to know. Okay, give me a second. I don't want to stress no more. I don't want to struggle no more. So lift me up over this hurt and pain. 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 Deliver me from this rain. I don't want to stress no more. I don't want to struggle no more. I don't want to struggle in the Strugg life. I will be that one person in the Strugg life who can, number one, handle their emotions. Number two, not be overcome by their own emotions. Number three, be a master of my emotions and not let my emotions master me. Me. I will be that one person. I will be that one person. Oh. Hot boy, hot boy, hot boy. Have the fan on, but I'm still sweating through my freaking underwear, but sweating through my underwear here, but oh, what? Oh. Oop. So, trying to find some nice articles that gives us insight into his creative ability. I want the insight into the creativity. So, IMDb says he's from Macon, Georgia. So So his name is Richard Wayne Penniman, the real king of rock and roll. And it says, why did it keep cutting me off of the article? Oh, okay. I just needed to press, sorry. I just needed to press, but they give the whole thing. Sorry. My phone is, my screen is cracked. Let me just complain for 2 seconds. My screen is cracked here, and I need an upgraded phone. So y'all told me to email Samsung for a 32 megapixel front camera and ask them what models they have and why they don't have the model that I want. Because the newest Samsungs are only coming out with, guess how much? 13 megapixel front camera. You should be ashamed of yourself for selling a phone that has 13 megapixel front camera in 2024 and 2025. You should be really ashamed of yourself. On a high end, on the latest versions of Samsung Galaxies have 13 megapixel front camera. I bought this phone that I'm using now like 4 or 5 years ago, and it has, I think this is a 20 megapixel front camera. It has a 20 megapixel front camera. So how can you like deprogress so quick? How can you deprogress so quick? And what gives you the balls to put a 13 megapixel front camera on a latest version of a Samsung Galaxy? And y'all told me to email them, but they didn't respond with anything positive or any solution for my problem. So I'm still looking for a Samsung Galaxy that has a 32 megapixel front camera. I'm still looking. You know how difficult it is to find a reasonably affordable phone with a 32 megapixel front camera. And I like Samsung, so I'm gonna stay in the Samsung range. But they're doing me dirty, bud. They're doing me dirty. I'm saddened. I'm deeply saddened by the state of phones today. Anyway, let's look at IMDb biography of Little Richard. Was Little Richard the first person to have little in his name? Because now we have everybody who have little in front of their name. Lil Wayne, Lil this, Lil that. If you're a big man, I don't see why you have little in front of your name. Unless you speak into your childlikeness. So it says Richard Wayne Penniman, better known as Little Richard, the self-proclaimed architect of rock and roll, traveled in his early days with the legendary vaudeville star Spencer Snake Anthony. One of Richard's early bands had the young, unknown singer James Brown, the godfather of soul, a 14-year-old keyboardist named Billy Preston, and the famous and legendary rock guitarist Jimi Hendrix. His first recording session took place in Atlanta, Georgia, USA. He was backed by a local band led by Billy Wright. This session produced a local hit called Every Hour, which enjoyed heavy airplay on Atlanta's Word radio station, which was the first completely black-owned radio station in the United States. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. Little Richard was backed up by his idol Billy Wright, once referred to him as the most fantastic entertainer he had ever seen. And it's so true. When you watch Little Richard, he was made for this here. He was made for this here. You can't even discount the fact that he was made for that. Like, fantastic. So innovative and revolutionary. And that's what I want to find out. What made them like so revolutionary? And my thing is, a lot of people have revolutionary and like innovative ideas, but they are so confined by their own self-criticism and the criticism of others that they don't get to express themselves truly. You know what I'm saying? Do you know how many years it took me to love me? To love me? Good night, good night. Have sweet dreams. Take care of yourself. Drink water. Drink water. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. I appreciate you dropping in. I appreciate you. Yeah. So how many people, like if you don't stop yourself, there's always going to be people trying to stop you from being you and being authentically you. Yeah, there's always going to be people trying to stop you from being you and being authentically you, because they're uncomfortable, or it's like, how come you have the balls to be who you are? I guess that's how they think. That's the reasoning. So me too. Aggressively kiss. Aggressively kiss. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So how come do you have the balls to be yourself and to be innovating in a space? Because if you weren't stopped by yourself or society or whoever, would you let your inner self shine? Well, not inner self, true self, true self. Will you let your true self shine? I don't live for applause. I don't live for applause. I don't live to appeal people. Appease people. Appease. I don't live for applause. I don't live to appease people. Yeah. So, let's carry on. So, Little Richard was backed up by his idol Bully Wright. Once referred to him as the most fantastic entertainer he had ever seen. And he's still one of the most fantastic entertainers I've ever seen. It was Wright who used a brand of makeup called Pancake 31. Now, I don't know that brand. Little Richard admitted to copying Wright's penchant for heavy makeup and wild stage theatrics. With a public persona and personal life marked by ambiguity, he would make his mark with his latest hits. Tutti Frutti. Good golly, Miss Molly. Thanks for the hearts. Thanks for the hearts. I appreciate it. Richard overcame a debilitating drug habit. Why are all musicians and rock stars and creative people prone to substances like this? I mean, I'm from the Strugg life, okay? So, like, everybody here is heavily on substances. But that's because they are crippled by life. Get what I'm saying? They are crippled by life. So, I understand why they are so heavily giving themselves to substances. It's because, number one, nothing works in their life. Number two, poverty. Number three, societal pressure or family pressure or whatever. Number four is just lack of emotional and mental and psychological stability, which is why everybody in the Strugg life is on substances besides me. Okay, my personality is enough. Besides me, but everybody here is on substances. So I'm trying to ask the question, why are creative people excessively drawn to substances? But it doesn't make sense. My question doesn't make sense because in the Strugg life, everybody is also heavily into substances. Hey, what's up, CO? CO? Is that Russian? Is that Russian? Yeah, hey. Never hemp and kutriak. What is hemp and kutriak? What is hemp and kutriak? Hemp shirt. Hemp means shirt, right? Hemp means shirt, right? Thanks for the hearts. Thanks for the hearts. My Afrikaans is a bitty rough and tough. My Afrikaans is a bit rough and tough. It's been years since I spoke Afrikaans. Yeah. Hemp. Yeah. I think hemp means shirts. Ooh. Yeah. It's like basic Afrikaans that I forgot. Who can't admit yo though? Who can't admit yo? It sounds weird because I have an accent and I'm saying Afrikaans in my accent. But who can't admit yo? So let's go on. So it says Richard overcame a debilitating drug habit. Here in the Strugg life, when people are excessively on substances, they don't get clean or anything. They just live with it. Because there's no hope. It's like they get clean and then what? You're still jobless. You're still unemployed. You still have no way forward. You still have no way of changing your life, basically. So a lot of people are on it. They can't cut any. Yeah, I'm okay. It's just the heat, but I mean, I'm surviving somehow. I'm trying to survive and stay alive in a Strugg life. My hair dried though. My hair dried. Thanks for the hearts. I appreciate it. Thanks for the hearts. Yeah. It dried, so yeah. It dried. Anyway. So he overcame that. That's so amazing. A lot of people don't overcome that. So he overcame that. So that speaks to his resiliency also. And that's another thing that I admire about him. Because I didn't know this. He became an ordained minister. Aww. Beginning in the 1980s, he saw a resurgence. He saw a resurgence in his popularity as he acquired small acting roles where he impressed fans, old and new, with his unique comedic timing. I told you he's a funny guy. He's a funny guy. A musical genius and a funny guy. I love it. As versatile and as ageless as ever, Little Richard continues to delight fans the world over with his extraordinary stage presence and flamboyant antics. He is larger than life. He is larger than regular life. He is larger than regular life. I love it. He is inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and the American Songwriters Hall of Fame. Oh, there's two. So there's a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and American Songwriters Hall of Fame. He remains one of the most popular entertainers in the world. The trademarks, under trademarks on the section, he says, he humorously told his audiences or anyone within earshot to shut up. And I've heard him say that on interviews and stuff too. Shut up. Shut up. On Arsenio Hall show, he said it too. His powerful voice punctuated by high-pitched screams and moans. Wow! He says that. He says, wow! So cool. So cool. So fun. Exuberant and bombastic stage persona. his wide beaming smile, and his pencil thin mustache. But it worked for him though. It worked for him. So, I heard his story in an interview, and he's saying that he used to work in a kitchen washing dishes for somebody to help provide for his 12 brothers and sisters. And they grew up in a 2-bedroom home. And he had 12 brothers and sisters. So like, you know, like you don't really have your own room and stuff. Like, I'm really from the Strugg life. So you don't really have your own room, and you don't really have your own space. Everything is shared. Everything is shared. So I can relate to that. Providing and stuff. That's so nice. It says he was voted the 8th greatest rock and roll artist of all time by Rolling Stone. The 8th greatest rock and roll artist of all time. I don't think, like, that's my thing. Like, I don't know why, but ow, I have cramp in my leg. I don't know why, but I don't like the rankings of things. I have to use my finger. Pull it out. And that's why you have categories and stuff. And I don't like that. I don't like a ranking stuff, because this is somebody's artwork, and you either like the art or you don't like the art, but you can't rank it or categorize it, because their number 1 to 8 is not my number 1 to 8. And I don't care about things vanity metrics. I don't care about the number of streams, number of views, number of records sold. That doesn't mean anything. Is the quality of the music something that I like? That's how I judge things. If I either like it or I don't like it. And I'm not gonna like it just because it's ranked somewhere. I'm not gonna like it just because it's ranked somewhere. I can't get it out. Ooh, I got it caught. I can't get it out. I got it caught. Ah! Can't get it out. I got it caught. I got it caught. I got it caught. Whoa. I got it caught. I got it caught. I can't get out. Is it a goner? Should I give up? Should I give up? Should I give up? Oh. Should I give up? Hey, but. See, it's like, if I could do that, it would be helpful. I can't. Maybe I should add more water and then it float up. But then, would it even help somehow? Maybe I have to get a separate container. Get a separate container, pour out the water, take out the stick, and then maybe I'll fix it like that. Give me a second. Give me a second. I have another one. I have another one. I will not be robbed. My hair is completely dry in an hour. I have another one. On my face. On my face. Oh, it's not even like, I think because it's so less in there that it just. That was a big one. You only get one at a time. Oh, that's so sad. Oh. I don't like it. I don't like this one. I don't like this one. I don't like this one. I don't like that one. Ugh. On the internet doing weird shit and you love it. And you Jeez, friend. Jeez, friend. I want to eat something nice. I have chicken and beef, but like sauces. I like sauces, but not like too spicy. Like certain spices F with me, so I can't eat like a variety of spices. But like I like flavors of things. And I can't eat fruits because it hurts me inside. Besides for berries. So he was voted the 8th greatest rock and roll artist of all time by Rolling Stone. I care about the integrity of the music and the quality of sound and stuff. I don't care about like rankings and record sales and views and streams. Because those can be bought. You can buy that, but you can't buy like the integrity and the artistry of music. Anyway, it's giving us personal stories. We don't care about the personal stories. We care about why did you write the song? What inspired you to write the song? Where did this thought come from? What were your emotions when you wrote the song? Handsome dude. Really handsome dude. I don't know why the media always gives salaciousness. Like, we don't care about salaciousness and things that mean nothing. We care about the music. Tell us about the music and the artist, like, as it relates to the music. We don't care about all the other things. Anyway, he's really handsome. Duh. Let's see. This is its early years. Early years. Early years. Early years. Frickin' damn. Little Richard. Greatness. Little Richard. Ooh, imagine like his piano renditions, being there when he's drafting his piano renditions, like, because the way he plays is so, it's so unlike anything. The way he plays piano is so unlike anything. It's like, how? And it sounds good. Like, does it feel good? And does it sound good? Does it? Yeah. Trying to get another article that gives us some insights into his artistry, but my phone is being slow actually. Okay. I like the artistry. That's what I like, me personally. I like the artistry. I like, why did you write that song? What did you feel when you were writing that song? Trying to relate to your human experience. You know, some people, I find it really difficult to relate to their music because their human experience is so far from anything that I would relate to, I guess. So relatability maybe, but also it doesn't have to be relatability, it has to be quality and integrity in music. Because there are things that I don't relate to, but I know it sounds beautiful. In certain cases only. In certain cases only. Okay. Where is the articles? Just giving they're giving salaciousness and general fluff. Get to the meats of the situation. Okay. Okay. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame article. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame article. Hot. I'm sweating through my underwears, boy. Sweating through my underwears, boy. But I am alive. By His mercy, I am alive. By His mercy. By His mercy. Okay. Okay. They're just giving other people's opinion on him. I don't care about other people's opinion on him. I want to know the dude. Like, okay. The dude's as it relates to music. Okay, Songwriters Hall of Fame. Let's see if they write something worthwhile. Like, why do we have articles that just give fluff? We want substance. We want substance. My hair dried on its own though. I'm so impressed, like an hour. Then I think I have to come back live later because we need to brush and moisturize. We need to brush, we need to moisturize. What else? Brush, moisturize. Yeah, I think that's it. I have to use 2 separate products to moisturize. I have to use 2 separate products to moisturize. My hair is super dry. Super dry. Let's see if they have, I'm gonna see if they have something of substance. Okay, this has something of substance. Songwriters Hall of Fame, talking about Little Richard. Okay, the architect of rock and roll. Yes, we know this already, which is gorgeous. Okay. So it says his career spanning 6 decades influenced R&B, rock, and hip hop. Hip hop. Hip hop. Hip hop. Hip hop. I can't say words. Okay. Charismatic songwriting and performance style inspired by the Beatles, Elvis, and David Bowie, among others. Do you play any instrument? Do you play any musical instruments? Huh? Do you? Do you? So it says Little Richard Penniman, one of the architects of rock and roll, exploded into the American consciousness in the mid-50s and helped to lay the foundation for a new musical form, rock and roll. Does the word rock and roll have anything to do with the way they play musical instruments? Huh? Does it have anything to do with the way musical instruments are played? Rock and roll. Is that like musical instrument terminology? Born and raised in Macon, Georgia, the third of 12 children. I told you he had 12 siblings. Richard began singing in his local church choir. Choir? Is that how you say choir? While still a youngster. He signed with RCA Records in 1951. 1951? Yo! 1951. 1951. It's 2024. It's about to be 2025. 75 years ago, I think. I can't do mathematics. 75 years ago. 75 years ago. And there's this chick in the Strugg life searching him up still. 75 years later, after he signed his first record deal, there's a chick in the Strugg life, a Strugg life baby, a Strugg life miracle, a Strugg life inhabitant from the worst place in the world, searching him up all these years later. Wow. Okay. He signed with the records after winning a talent contest and released 2 singles, but none of them received prominent notice. Oh, that's so sad. But I mean, he didn't give up. He didn't give up. Your first YouTube video didn't go viral, so you're gonna give up? You gonna give up? No. No. So he returned to his job washing dishes in a Greyhound bus station. Like, Greyhound buses are really comfortable. Let me just say that. Greyhound buses are really comfortable, and they give you snacks and they give you drinks. Like, they give you like coffee or tea, and it's comfortable, and they stop every so often so you can go pee or whatever. Even though there's a toilet on board, you can't use the toilet unless it's an emergency. They don't encourage that. So you must go to the gas station toilets and do your business and get extra food if you want to. But they charge you for headphones if you have to buy a pair of headphones. But they do have like TV and like things that make you like kind of comfortable, kind of. Yeah, but it's really nice. Greyhound is like really comfortable, and they're nice. They give you nice things and cookies something. Anyway, Richard sent a demo to Specialty Records, a fledgling Los Angeles label. I don't know what fledgling means. I'll look it up after this. The heat makes me delirious, so the heat makes me delirious. So don't blame me. Blame the Strugg life. Give your hate to the game, not to the child. Okay, so it says the song Tutti Frutti was his catalyst for success and led to an uninterrupted run of smash hits. Tutti Frutti, Long Tall Stally, Rip It Up, Lucille, Jenny, Keep a Knocking. Oh, it's all girls' names. Keep a Knocking, Good Golly Miss Molly, Ooh My Soul. By 1968, Little Richard had sold over 32 million records internationally. Yeah, okay. When at the peak of his career, Little Richard left the industry spotlight for a self-imposed hiatus. Legions of fans worldwide confidently awaited his return. In 1985, he charged back with rave reviews for a memorable appearance in the box office smash Down and Out in Beverly Hills. Down and Out in Beverly Hills. I haven't seen that movie. I don't think, which launched his hit single Great Gosh Almighty. See, you know what, like, okay, this may not be true for every artist, right? But I know that that like when they release stuff to us, they probably have a whole library of music in the back, and they strategically decide what to give to us. So like people have libraries of their music that they just, excuse me, that they just didn't release to the public yet. So you don't know if they wrote it in the moment or if this is from way back when. And that's not a bad thing. I think that's really a good move for artists. Now, like with social media, you can write with your audience, like, and you can literally write with your audience and say it to them, and they give you ideas like, okay, use this word, don't use that word, or this word gives a different emotion than that word, and we like it when you say it like this, say it like this way, and don't say it like that way. So basically you're writing with your audience and you're making music with your audience, and you know they're gonna watch the video, and they're gonna watch your lyrics, they're gonna watch your music, basically listen to your music, basically, because they helped you write it. So it's a fully integrated process, and it can be like that, and I'd love to see more artists do that. And it's not a closed off process anymore, because now we have AI also, and I'll make another video about AI. We have AI also, and like it's gonna be so fun, because like they could just write with you and figure out how to say things with you and decide what you like, and then use AI, and we can instantly make a song together. Instantly make a song together. And I like that. I really like it. It's not so closed off and inaccessible to where we wait for your song to be released. No, we made the song with you, and it's gonna be released in the next 5 minutes. We might have to wait for the video, but that's okay. Ooh, how music changed. Ooh. Innovation, that's innovation. And I really like that. I like that it's not so closed off. I like that we're not passively watching. We're not passively watching. We're actually a part of your process of writing the song with you and AI. Anyway, in 1986, I'm not going to calculate how long that was. My mathematic, it's not that great. Richard was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and began a non-stop series of performances and appearances, including live concerts worldwide. Wow, live concerts worldwide. My thing is, I always wonder, like, the energy it takes. Like, I don't have the energy to wake up sometimes. Maybe because I'm like really sickly. But these people's energy, yo, how do you have energy to just be a superstar 24/7? How do you have the energy to tour, plus do shows, plus interact with your fans, plus release movies, plus release albums, plus go to the record studio? It's so much. It's so much of energy. Like, I sleep a lot because, like, I'm sickly. But I mean, imagine, like, I have to force myself to wake up. I have to force myself to wake up. And, like, imagine they have to, like, force themselves to wake up and then go and do all of these things. How do you have the energy? How? And it says recording projects, television, film, soundtracks and commercials and commercials. And dealing with people is not easy, bruv. In all these aspects, you have to deal with people. You have to deal with your own management, other people's agencies, people who are trying to hire you, people who are difficult in that process, and deal with your fans. So it's not like you're dealing with one set of people constantly. You're dealing with multiple sets of people who all have their own agenda for you, who all want something from you, and who have these expectations of you, and you have to be multiple things to multiple people. That's a lot. That is a lot of work. That's a lot of work. You must really love your career to do this kind of thing. And it says his performance of a rock and roll version of the children's tune Itsy Bitsy Spider was a standout track on the star-studded Disney Records benefit album For Our Children. The record went gold and earned millions for the Pediatric AIDS Foundation. Richard followed up with Disney album Shake It All About, featuring children's songs redone. That's such a good thing to do, like make children's songs, redo it in your style. Like I haven't seen too many artists do that today. Like I haven't seen too many artists do that. Like people say Soldier Boy is for the kids, right? Soldier Boy is like for the kids. Superman, that hoe, watch me you. They say it's for the kids, but you see, he still has those adult themes. He still has those adult themes, and so it's not completely for the kids. So I haven't seen anybody else do that. I don't think I've seen anyone else do that. Cater to the kids, like literally without any adult themes, which is a really great thing to do. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. So it featured children's songs redone in his own inimitable style. They're using words that I don't understand, so I need to go look up these words. Thanks to these projects and guest starring appearances on such children's shows as Mother Goose Rock and Rhyme, 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 Rock and Rhyme. That's nice. I'm gonna use that, Rock and Rhyme. And Sesame Street. Richard garnered a new generation of young fans. That's so beautiful. Richard was honored with a star on the world-renowned Hollywood Walk of Fame in 1990, and soon afterward returned to his hometown of Macon for the unveiling of Little Richard Penniman Boulevard. Oh, he has a street named after him. Boulevard. Boulevard is an area or a street? Is it an area or a street? But he has like here we have like Janet Jackson Street. we have Jackson Boulevard. We have Michael Jackson Street. We have Janet Jackson Street. Yeah. We have those streets. I don't know why. and we have streets named after politicians. But interspersed there we have Jackson Boulevard, Michael Jackson Street, Janet Jackson Street. Like why? Do they even know us? Do they even know that there's a place called South Africa? Yikes. In 1993, he received the Lifetime Achievement Award from the National Academy of Recording Arts and Sciences. Why does this place have like 10 words in its name? National Academy of Recording Arts and Sciences. And the following year, he accepted the Rhythm and Blues Foundation's prestigious Pioneer Award. Prestigious Pioneer Award. Well deserving. Pioneers. That's what I like. I want people to invent new genres of music. This is so selfish, but I want people to invent new genres of music. Be a pioneer. Have your own unique sound. Be uncategorizable. The world is so open now. It's like the world is so open. So you should have your own category. Or not even your own category. You should be uncategorizable. Because the world is so open and you have AI. And you can just do whatever. You don't need to belong to any category of music. How amazing is that? You couldn't say that 10 years ago. You don't need to pick a lane and stay in it. You can make innovative and pioneering moves yourself. You can. Okay. Says in 1997, in recognition of his contributions to music history, Richard was presented with the American Music Awards Distinguished Award of Merit. Wow. Wow. Most recently, he was inducted into the NAACP Image Awards Hall of Fame. Musical legends Jimi Hendrix and Billy Preston toured as members of Richard's band early in their careers, and entertainers ranging from the Beatles and Elvis Presley to David Bowie and Keith Richards have cited Richard as their inspiration. That's awesome. Contemporary performers continue to pay homage to this trailblazing performer who contributed so much to music history. Wow. I can't believe, like, this was 70 plus years ago. And like, at the time, it was the most innovative, he was the most innovative, pioneering, and eclectic, but also electric musician and performer at the time. And now, like, all these years later, is a part of musical history. So will you be a part of musical history? Will you come up with your own uncategorizable genres of music? Will you write so prolifically and so entertainingly? Will you write so crisply and so magnificently that you pioneer a lane in music and you become one of the greats? You become a part of musical history, being known as a pioneer. Would you? Would you? Just by staying true to yourself and your own sound, and knowing that what you have inside is so great and so unique and so innovative that you don't allow yourself or people around you or your environment to stop you. Imagine if he stopped after those two singles that he did in the beginning. Imagine if he stopped after those two singles he did in the beginning that didn't take off. And he's like, no, I'm not doing it. We would have never known him. We would have never known him, seen him perform, listened to his music, like benefit of his creativity, and we would have missed a pioneer, you know, a musical pioneer. If he took those two early failings of not selling his singles, and if he made that his permanent mind frame of like, I tried and I failed, and that's just what it is. I'm gonna go back to clean dishes. But he didn't give up. He didn't give up. He stayed the course. I think he was so convicted with the belief that he's so innovative that he just couldn't deny himself even. Couldn't deny himself even. Imagine if he gave up. Imagine if you give up. You gonna rob the world of your greatness? Are you gonna rob the world of your greatness? Your community, your city is not the world. So I don't care if your entire city tells you that you don't have anything great inside. They are not a representation of the world. They are a representation of their limited thinking and limited sight and limited vision. Do you understand me? Do you understand me? Okay. So it says, it's the conclusion. It says, after 6 decades as a performer, Little Richard was still in demand for live concert dates and guest star spots for film and television projects, still delighting fans worldwide. That's true. With his one-of-a-kind blend of music, humor, and boundless energy. And it ends with, it's true, he's so funny and like full of energy to do all of these things. Full of energy and creative energy, and it's so magnificent. Like, you know, to be yourself and show the world yourself. And it's so freeing too. And it ends with a wop wop, a loop mop, a loop, bam, boom. A wop wop, a loop up, a wop wop, a loop up. That's so cool. That's so cool. I want artists to be more free with their expressions. I want artists to talk about things that are so unique to them, even though, like, yes, we can relate, but the musical genius must come out too. We want things we can relate to, but we also want to see a musical genius. And yeah, a wap wap a do wap. There's so many comments. So there's compilation on YouTube about Little Richard's funny moments, and it has only like 176k views. And there's another one by Retro Soul Girl YouTube channel, and it has like 300,000 views 10 years ago. 10 years ago and 4 years ago. There's another one with 150k views, but 10 years ago. Am I an old head? Am I like a really old head? Like, do I really like these older things? But it's so innovative. Like, it's so innovative at the time. I would listen. Personally, I'm hungry for innovation, pioneering. I'm hungry for relatable music and beautiful music. I think those are the two categories that I like, that I stick to. Like, music I can relate to, and the sound and the creativity. Cause Little Rich is tutti frutti and stuff. It's not something I would relate to, but it's so beautiful that I can't help but listen, because it holds my attention. You get what I'm saying? It's like, if you're not relatable, then you have to make it unique and beautiful. If it's not relatable. Because we want innovation, we want creativity. Like, I'm so sad at people who have beautiful voices and they just make generic songs that know it's gonna pop. They know it's gonna pop, right? But you're not doing anything innovative with your voice and creativity. And there are so many hidden geniuses. Like, there are so many hidden geniuses who hide behind generic songs and generic music and generic lyrics. They just refuse to embrace their genius because maybe they just make music for money, or they scared to insult or offend, or scared to lose their fan bases. But like robbing us of your beautiful voice and your creativity and your genius, feeding us genetic garbage, feeding us genetic garbage. That's what bothers me. That's what keeps me up at night. That's what bothers me. That's what bothers me. That's what keeps me up at night. Missing out on lyrical geniuses and musical geniuses. Like, I have a thing about people's voices. And I don't like when they don't use their voices. It's dry. It's fully dry inside. Okay, no, it's a little dampy. It's damp inside. But we have to come back later. Because you're going to help me deal with this here. I have to come back later. You're going to help me deal with this here. This hair. You're going to help me deal with this here. Yeah. Because I can't do it by myself. I just need a friend. Ooh, I just need a friend. I need you to hold my hand while we do my hair. Okay? Go. Yeah. Ooh, I just need a friend. What happened? Is my Wi-Fi wonky? Is my Wi-Fi wonky? I was watching Alice in Wonderland, part 2. And I really love the... What is that lady? The queen. Some queen. I really love her. And she's like... She went to the timekeeper or whatever. And she's like... Presents. And I love her expressions. And she's like... I love her expressions. Yeah. So... when are we gonna have like musical geniuses? A wop bubba doo bop bop bop. Wop bubba doo bop bop bop. When are we gonna have musical geniuses? I'm basically begging. At this point, I'm basically begging for musical genius. When are people gonna stop chasing money and start chasing greatness in music and art and beauty? When are they gonna stop caring what people say? Catering to fans who don't have musical capacity. I'm basically begging for beautiful music and beautiful piano. Basically, sweating through my underwear, but I'm sweating through my underwear. But I'm sweating through my freaking underwear. What? You. Huh. Let's look at. So it said funny moments. He's so funny. Shut up! Shut up! He's so funny. Honestly, like, YouTube, like, the thing I like about YouTube is that they have movies and stuff. So watch his movie too. And like, It was nice, but obviously it gave us highlights and stuff. It didn't give us highlights. Didn't give us behind the creative process. Because like people think it's so easy and it's so what can I say? It's such a privilege and it's easy to do the kind of work. But it's not. It's not. And like, yes, people are privileged to be able to make music for a living, but it's not easy work. It's not easy work. You need to have some kind of genius about you to do this kind of work. Because number one, you're making music and you're making original music and you're performing. That in itself is a lot. Then you gotta deal with the business aspect of things. You gotta deal with business aspect of things. You gotta deal with shitty people constantly. You gotta deal with your fans, and you gotta deal with any prospective problems that may arise. Because you're touring, the problems don't stop. So you need to have a large capacity of handling problems and problem people constantly. And that's really stressful. So you need I think you need to be some kind of genius to be able to do this work. And remember, while you're on tour, you're not only worried about the managing this thing of going on tour, organizing it, dealing with the business aspect of things, you also are the one that's performing and being on stage and having a stage presence and your personality. Like some days I can't even wake up. Some days I can't even be me because I'm so overcome with negative emotions. But these people, performers, they have to be on go constantly. Their personality and everything needs to be there every single time. It's like a lot. It's like a lot of work. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. You need to have a large capacity for solving problems and a large capacity for dealing with people's shit and a large capacity for creativity. And where do you find time for yourself? I take hours here dealing with my emotions and my thoughts. And I'm grateful that you help me and you therapize me. And you help me figure stuff out. And I'm really grateful for that. But it takes hours to do. And when you're in this kind of work like Little Richard, I don't think you have that time to figure stuff out and to deal with your own emotions because you're constantly on go. Imagine that. Sure. How can a human get all of this stuff? So there's a YouTube page of Little Richard and it has a tick. It has that symbol there. The music symbol. So I think it's maybe official or something. And 1 year ago something was released. It says Little Richard, I Am Everything, original motion picture soundtrack. Little Richard. Look at that, how cute is that? How cute is that? It says Little Richard. And the piano keys in the mouth as teeth. That's so cute. And creative. That's so cute and creative. You know, it always wows me how a musician takes something from their brain and puts it all together and makes it sound beautiful. I know what sounds beautiful, but creating that thing is like a beast. It's like a mountain to create that thing. It's like so many moving parts and so many different instruments that have to come together. to make this thing sound amazing. Plus you need the person's voice. And like my thing is, sometimes people's voices don't match the music. And like, I don't know how to explain it, but sometimes people's voices don't match the music and it sounds a bit off. But other times their voices perfectly match the music. And like, I think you need a high level of musical intellect to be able to make all those parts work together to produce something beautiful. And remember, back in those days, they didn't have computers and stuff. So they were doing it live in studio and making it sound amazing. By hand. By hand. Imagine that. Imagine that. Anyway. So the most popular song on this YouTube page with 3.5 million views, and it was released 9 years ago on YouTube. It was Good Golly Miss Molly, Long Tall Sally, and then Tutti Frutti. The others have like less than 300,000 views. Why? The others have less than 300,000 views. Why? Maybe it's just not for this time. Maybe people are not searching like Little Richard this song, Little Richard that song. I don't think people today know him because it's like 75 years ago. But I do. So how come I do? How come I do? Oh, they have a lot of music. I'm gonna go through it. They have a lot. I'm gonna go through it. Ooh. Can't wait. Can't wait. Remember, in between all of this, they still do interviews, promotions, adverts, commercials. In between all of this. So, you know what this reminds me of? Like, people who start businesses, right? Oh, sorry. People who start businesses. Like, you know, on the internet, everybody's an entrepreneur. And like, everybody has their own startup. Everybody has their own SaaS, like software as a service. Everybody has, like, drop shipping used to be the thing. Drop shipping used to be the thing. Then it's SaaS, software as a service. And now you don't need that anymore because OpenAI just released something agentic, and they released something people are saying it's artificial general intelligence or super intelligence of a sort. So you don't need a SaaS anymore. You don't need a SaaS anymore because this thing of like ChatGPT or OpenAI or whatever can do everything for you, right? So I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, so I'm saying that everybody says entrepreneur and everybody is saying that they want their own online business and stuff. But my thing is they don't realize the amount of work it takes because you can't just do one thing as a business owner. Little Richard was, as much as he's an artist and pioneer, and I love his musical ability, his personality and everything, he's still a business, and he still had to do interviews and promotions and commercials and push his own brand through all of this chaos and through all of the red tape that he had to deal with at the time, and being oppressed in certain ways, right? So business, like people today endeavoring to be entrepreneurs online, they have to understand that it's a lot of work. And like I always tell people, like, marketing is like 90% of your business is marketing. Like you never stop marketing and you never stop pushing your brand, and you can't push like shitty marketing and mediocre stuff as part of your brand. Always tell people this. And the marketing itself is so much of work that when you explain to people, it's like they're like, oh, this is too much of work. And I'm like, you wanted to be an entrepreneur. You think, like, people think it's sexy, or it's easy money, or it's sexy, or it's like, I want the title of being an entrepreneur, but they don't realize that the work, boy, the work. So you can't be like relaxed and like chilling and like cool in it when you're trying to build a brand, even online. Because even with the SaaS people, it's like, who's gonna come to your website if you didn't market it to us? Something moved in my room. What is it? Oh, I'm scared. Oh, I'm scared. Oh, I'm not gonna check though. I'm not gonna check though. Cool. Yeah, so it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. But I'm sure like like this is just my opinion and this is not true. This is just like a crazy thought. Like even on his like craziest day, like Little Richard for example, even on his craziest, busiest, most demanding day, he still maybe would have thought to himself like, this is better than washing dishes where I'm from. Maybe. I would have thought that. It's more work. It's your own, but it's your own brand, and you get to do some stuff, and like, you're not at the mercy of somebody else completely. Because he said his boss was a bit hard on him. When he was washing dishes, his boss was a bit hard on him. So he's free from that now. Like, he has his own stuff. It's free from that now. Anyway, I think I'm gonna lay down. I need to lay down. It's hot, boy. I'm sweating through my underwear, boy. It's uncomfortable. It's hot. It's uncomfortable. I feel like I look like Tell me where to go from here, because even Strugg like babies cry. But I know the Lord cares. I know the Lord cares. My face shape changed. It changed a little bit. And like my body is recompositioning itself. So it's like I feel really weird. I feel really exhausted because my body is recompositioning itself. And like I've been through this before, but then like I started holding water and then it kind of like went away and I was okay for a while. But then now again my body is recompositioning. So I need to lift weights, I think. But the problem is I can't work out in this weather because I'm fainting. You understand my dilemma? Do you understand my dilemma? But I need to work out. I need muscle on me, boy. I need muscle on me. Like, I really need muscle on me. So, I gotta figure that out. Anyway, it was really nice talking to you. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the hearts. I'll be back later because we need to fix this. we need to sort this out, moisturize this at least, and you're gonna help me because I need a friend. I need a helping hand. So I'll be back later. But thank you for the love. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for therapizing me. Thank you for learning about Little Richard with me and listening to my musical rants and giving to me your goodness and kindness and all the things I don't know and don't receive here in the Strugg life. Thank you. I appreciate it. I greatly appreciate it. Greatly appreciate it. Bye, bunnies. Bye, bunnies.